Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, you got to understand the dangers of people who want to fit in and the dangers of people pleasers. You got to understand, stay away from all people pleasers, stay away from all people who want to be famous. You got to understand. These people are dangerous. They will use you to come up. If you got 100K subscribers, they will use you, play you to come up. If you invite a woman on your podcast, like Fresh and Fit, all of those OnlyFans models are going on that show. They don't care about Fresh or Fit. They're going on that show. So to get him to say some crazy stuff, then they argue and throw water bottles at a Mr. Organic to advance their career. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for Jim Jules going on that podcast, I would know nothing about Jim Jules. I didn't even know who that was before that podcast. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, you think I'm going to invite a woman on my podcast? Like Nana the Soul be inviting women on his podcast and he can't even stop relapsing. He not even a strong man. At the end of the day, listen, I'm not inviting women on my content, bro, so she can play nice the whole time, then get on my content or my podcast, then say some crazy stuff. And I'm like, yo, now I gotta end the video and gotta call her like, yo, what's up with you? Why you acting like that? At the end of the day, listen, these people are two-faced. They want to fit in. You gotta have to cook up by yourself with your ecosystem. At the end of the day, if it's not with your ecosystem, you cannot do collabs. At the end of the day, you got to understand. They was not with you shooting in the gym, so you cannot do collabs. Since they was not shooting with you in the gym, at the end of the day, you got to understand, no collabs. This is disrespect culture. Since this is disrespect culture, trust no man but God. And since you trust no man but the Lord, when you drop content, stop trying to fit in. I don't have to do topics that everybody talking about. I could do my own topics. You got dudes in my comments talking about, would you like to do a video about this? Would you like to send $100 Cash App or PayPal? At the end of the day, if the answer is no, guess what? On my end, the answer is no. I am not controlled. I don't care about views. All I do is care about helping the future self-made millionaires who are going to stay 10 toes down and they're not going to get finessed out here like finesse 2 times. Listen, all of these people are trying to use you to advance their career. It's just like a female. She gonna give you the coochie on co-assignment, use you to pay her bills, shut up and eat her cat. I repeat, she gonna use you to pay her bills, shut up and eat her cat. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this again. She's gonna use you to pay her bills, shut up and eat her cat. That's how she feel to you. They gonna use you to get that bread, get that head, and then they gonna leave. It's just like these guys. Listen, equality is here. Equality has arrived. At the end of the day, you can't tell the difference from men and women. Men, they now want to hang around rich guys with Lambos so they could get that bread, get monetized off of them, then leave and act like they never needed the person before. At the end of the day, listen, they're going to get that bread from the collab. They're going to use his streams from the collabs. Then they're going to leave. Mr. Organic, he got to do collabs with other people because nobody's going to watch his stuff by himself. If he's just making content by himself, nobody's going to watch it. He's a feminine controlled dude. At the end of the day, you got to understand, King 6'8" the Great, he has to use women to pay his child support. Do you not see the manipulation? He gotta put working women in his videos so he could get the views going all the way up. So all the resources come in. So he could pay off that child support. But he has to use the women. He's using those women, bro. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Come get in my podcast. Come get on my live stream. He wants to fit in. I repeat, these people, they want to fit in. Duke Dennis over there getting choked out on stream by a female. Oh, Duke Dennis, you're strong. He turn around, dap her up. They have to use women that don't even like them, bruh. They not gonna ever get it. A woman that don't like you for you, when you get the Lambo, she's gonna act like she like you to advance her career. I repeat, she's gonna act like she like you to advance her career. Dude's like, oh, I just gotta get the money and I'm good. She's gonna act like she like you to advance her career, you dummy. If she don't like you with $5, she don't like you at all. But why would you just have $5? That's where the dudes get it confused at. They like, oh, if she don't like me at $5, I could just be a bum and live at my mom's house. No, the resources are for you and your future family, your future wife, and your future children's children. What are you leaving behind? That's what the multi-millions is for. The inheritance that you will leave behind. They're not worried about leaving her children behind. Dudes like Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. Oh, my daughter, she ain't getting nothing. You know, I'm hard on my daughter. He retired a whole OnlyFans model. She used that $25K a cheap. She used his phone call audio recording to advance her career. Now she could retire. Now you got dudes like Mr. Organic. You got dudes like Game God Goldie. They having dudes like McQueen. Wasn't he a gamer before? Now he wants to go on Game God Goldie podcast and talk PIMP talk. Bruh. These dudes are the new females. Before it was females are gold diggers. Now guys are gold diggers. If you got 100K in the melanated community, they all want to hang around you. Kodak Black, he want to hang around Neon. But before Neon blew up, bro, you think they would hang around Neon? Let's be for real. But since Neon getting the views, Kodak Black want to hang around him all day. Feminine. All these male rappers want to hang around the YouTubers so they can get their views up. Do you not see how men are the new gold diggers in the world? They're the new gold diggers. Instead of you hunting, getting your own gold, accumulating your own wealth by yourself, because it's a thing called social media. You got YouTube now. Dudes want to use other people to come up. That's the first sign you're broke. The first sign you're not. Bruh, why is this woman still texting me? She look like Jim Jules. She's still texting me, bruh. I'm about to block her, bruh. If I show y'all what she look like, you'll be like, you about to block her? Yeah, it's 4 billion women on this earth. She already disrespected me the first time by not seeing me as the leader. I'm not controlling nobody. I'm not going to text her back and say, no, you got to act like this. No, she has free will. But I also have free will to not accept a woman just because she had 99 out of 10. Just because she had 99 out of 10, I don't have to use her to advance my career. She know I'm in a penthouse. She seen my Snapchat stories. So what she's trying to do is chase me because she knows I'm in a penthouse. If she didn't know that I was in a penthouse, bruh, let's be for real. She know I'm in a penthouse and I got the muscles and I'm attractive, but I'm in a penthouse. She knows the penthouse costs. The average guy cannot afford the penthouse. You gotta make at least like 6 to 8 to 10,000 a month. At the end of the day, she's trying to use me to advance her career. I'm not dumb. You cannot play an introvert. An introvert sees everything. You cannot play a strong, righteous man. They had a thing called a strong, independent woman. What about a strong, independent man? None of these dudes want to be a strong, independent man. They don't want to be by themselves. They want to come on stream while they're gaming. They want a baddie who's a 75 out of 10, sitting right next to him, disrespecting him, pouring water on him. You ain't gonna do nothing. You want me to slap the ish out of you like why Eli won? These dudes are getting straight disrespected, bro. And they just okay with that because they need other people to advance their career. Mr. Organic, he said you need to be around women 24/7. That screams, I need the woman in my videos for my views to go all the way up because guys have lust problems. That's what he actually saying, but he don't got the nuts, the cojones to actually say that. These dudes moving with fear. Bruh, it used to be a man's world, but these dudes moving like it's a female's world now. They need SEX that bad, so they gotta put women in their videos. So now the women know that you need them. Now the women know guys need them at an all-time high now. They need the baddie to come up on YouTube. If they don't put the baddie in their video, nobody gonna feel nothing they talking about. Cause they're not talking about anything. They're not helping you long term. They're not talking about nothing. They just, it's a ha-ha culture. They just laughing. They're comedians, bro. These dudes are comedians. What is every video you want across on YouTube? How to get laid. Female nature. Bro, I don't know if I said this a long time ago, but the more you learn about female nature, the more you become a female. I repeat, the more you learn about female nature and a woman's nature, the more you become a female, a woman. The more you become a woman. You're learning about woman's nature, you're becoming a woman. The more you watch red pill content, the more you start acting like a woman. Manipulation, that's a female's game. Yeah, you cannot out-manipulate a female. That's why all these dudes, they manipulate to get the cat. She was going to give you the cat anyways. That's not manipulation. She was going to give you the cat anyways, bro. You manipulate her so hard that you end up on child support. You manipulate her so hard that you catch a DV case. You manipulate her so hard that you get a divorce. You manipulate her so hard that you end up losing in the long run. You sacrifice the long run for the short-term pleasure. That's all relapsing is on retention. You're getting short-term pleasure to sacrifice the long-term when you could have been retaining for 7 to 10 years. Got a fleet of Lambos, got a fleet of Corvette ZR1s, got a fleet of Corvette C8s, got the multi-millions in real estate, ran up the numbers on a YouTube channel, created content, then created live Twitch streaming, create your own gaming channel by yourself, create a cooking channel by yourself. You don't need a woman in your video twerking for you to get the numbers all the way up. It's going to take time, but guess what? 7 to 10 years, it's eventually going to blow. It's eventually going to bubble. People don't realize that. I'm 23 years old and I got to tell dudes who are older than me. But I don't have a problem with that. That's why I drop at least 7 videos a day, 7 to 10 videos a day. Because I have to constantly remind dudes, you don't need other people to advance your career. All you need to do is use your brain and be the final boss of patient. Not of the soul, not the final boss of patient. He want it right there, right now. That's why he keep relapsing. He want an orgasm right there, right now. Bruh, Nana the Soul look like trash. His physique is trash. But he want a girlfriend. Now he in the cat. He's in a cat back to back to back to back. Boom, 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 boom. Lowering that testosterone. His physique is coming more and more trash. Now he got to hop on YouTube with shirts on. He can't wear no tank tops like this, bruh. His boobs bigger than his girl boobs. At the end of the day, Mr. Organic, he need white friends. Man, I wish I had white friends. That's what he literally said. So you need dudes who actually got the cook up to be around you so you can eat off of their views because it's a collab. You want a fresh and fit. Why does two people have to collab for the numbers to go up? These guys are talking about women being gold diggers. Women can't think for themselves like the saint and sinner says. But no, what about guys? They're doing the same thing. They're in so much a competition with a female, they became the female. Do you know what equality means? A woman and a man, they now can do the same thing. They now are the same thing. They now are equal. They're the same thing. Equals means you're the same thing. 1 and 1 equals. It's the same thing, bro. You put 2 popsicle sticks together. They're 1, 1. It's the same thing, bro. It's just 2 popsicle sticks now. But they're the same thing. They're both 1 and 1. They talking about a female's options. Why do you think females are with other females nowadays? They might as well be with another female. She's gonna have the same attitude as a man. There's no difference. Men not even in shape, bro. The average man in society is not even in shape. He does not even look like the definition of a man. He does not put himself through physical pain. He does not put himself through confrontation through the weight room. He does not put himself through pain. That's why he wants to be in a comfort zone. That's why when you're in shape and you're attractive as a man, a woman might be beautiful, but she will say no, if you try to ask for the number, because she has a comfort zone. She wants to be around a dude who's out of shape so she can run a relationship. She feel like she not gonna be able to run a relationship with a dude who in shape and straight cut up like a bag of DRUGS, because other women, she feels like you have other options also. She don't want to be in competition. Bruh, friends are problems. It's naturally going to come with challenges. For no reason. You're naturally going to come with competition. Friends are straight competition. The Bible says it's not wise to compete. So the Bible going to naturally come with so friends are going to naturally come with competition after the Bible already told you it's not wise to compete. Your friends are around you because you have something that they want. They using you to advance their career, even if it's to advance them to get $40 more. That's advancing them from $0 to $40. Listen, Monk Mo Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.